Are there pendulums that can be called constructive? No, there are no constructive pendulums. It sounds paradoxical, but that's how it is. The main and only purpose of any pendulum is to receive energy from its adherents. If no energy enters, the pendulum stops. The pendulum is constructive only in relation to itself, but not to you. What is constructive, creative about having your energy taken away? Of course, different pendulums are destructive and aggressive to varying degrees. For example, it is difficult to imagine a beach volleyball club at arms with a winter swimming club. And then, membership in a beach volleyball club is unlikely to ruin your life. However, this pendulum also feeds on the energy of its adherents. And if they get tired of this occupation, the club will die. But this is nothing compared to membership in a gangster group, where you can be deprived of your freedom and your life. One might argue, if I go to a gym where I work out exclusively on my own, how do I give energy to the club's pendulum? Anyway, even if you only work out there, you must follow certain rules. At home, you can do whatever you want. But in the club, all its members act in one direction or another. Follow the established rules of the system, and thus give collective energy to the pendulum. If all the club members leave, the pendulum will stop receiving energy and will stop. The question can be phrased differently. Are there energy structures that do not need your energy? It turns out that there are. One of them is a wave of success or a set of circumstances favorable to you personally. Each person has their own waves of success. It often happens like this. You get lucky in something, and then a cascade of other pleasant surprises follows. Like a white streak in life, such a cascade does not always happen, but it is necessary. Only if the first stroke of good luck made you happy and created a euphoric mood. The wheel of fortune, or the bluebird of happiness, are not just abstract metaphors. A wave of success is formed as a group of favorable lifelines for you. There is everything in the space of variance, including those veins of gold. If you reach the extreme line of such heterogeneity and catch luck, you can slide by inertia to other lines of the cluster, where new happy circumstances follow. But if the first success is followed by a black streak again, it means that a destructive pendulum has hooked you and pulled you away from the wave of success. A wave of success brings happiness without taking away your energy. It can be compared to a wave in the sea, which brings an exhausted swimmer to shore. The wave of success carries you to the lines of happy life. Like the pendulum, it has nothing to do with your destiny. But your energy is not necessary either. If you want, lie on it and swim. If you don't want it, it will pass without regret. The wave of success is a temporary formation. It does not capture another person's energy, so it eventually fades away, like ocean waves breaking on the shore. The wave of success can be felt in the form of good news. It carries information from other lifelines. These echoes on the current lifeline are perceived as good news. The challenge is to grab that rope and return to the line where the good news came from. It will no longer be just news, but good circumstances. For the sake of simplicity, we will assume that the wave comes and goes. In fact, the wave does not move. It does not gain strength or diminish. In the model, we adopt the term wave to facilitate perception. As already mentioned, the wave exists stationary in the space of variance, in the form of a group of favorable lines. It is you, moving along the lines of life, encountering this heterogeneity as a wave and picking it up, letting it into your life or moving away from it, carried away by the pendulums. The wave is not interested in you, so it is easy to miss it. It will pass and will not return. Hence the widespread belief that the bird of happiness is difficult to catch. You don't really need to make an effort to ride the wave of success. It's just a matter of your choice. If you accept it into your life, it is with you. If you succumb to the influence of a destructive pendulum and imbue yourself with its negative energy, you move away from the wave of success. People always do this. Having, they do not keep. Having lost, they cry. The bird of happiness is not at all opposed to pecking the grains from your hand. You don't need to catch it. It is enough not to scare it away. This is one of the most paradoxical aspects of free choice. People really do have the freedom to choose their own happiness and good fortune, and at the same time, they are not free from pendulums that pull them away from the wave of success. We return once again to the previous topic. To take the liberty of choice, you must give up addiction. We also have the right to be free from the influence of foreign pendulums. It remains only to discover how you can take these rights for yourself.